get her down to top. HEDGE, get her down to top.
After Sony PSP discontinued, various new emulators released for PSP gaming. Before, these games were only run on Sony PSP, but now we can play in smartphones using PSP emulator. So far, today we bring the hottest list of PSP games that you might love to play. Starting off with number 15, we have Over the Hedge. It's a typical 3D adventure game allowing you to explore and interact with familiar and plenty of all new locations not seen in the movies. Much like the console game, you'll be sneaking through backyards and human homes, usually protected by all sorts of high-tech traps and gadgets. In addition, the story mode will take most gamers around 7 to 10 hours to finish, possibly more. Moving right along to number 14 with Ghostbusters. This is an action-adventure game based on the Ghostbusters franchise. The game features elements of typical third-person shooters, but instead of using a traditional gun, players are equipped with a proton pack, a laser beam-like weapon, and a ghost trap to fight and capture ghosts. In addition, you can explore the environments of each level, seeking out paranormal activities and ghosts, either alone or with up to all 4 of the other Ghostbusters. At number 13, we have Pursuit Force, is a movement recreation advanced by way of Big Studios. In-game, participate inside the position of a police agent who is a member of the titular Elite Regulation Enforcement Corporation that specializes in direct armed encounters with adversaries. Whether or not it's taking walks or on the bonnet of a rushing vehicle, the participant has to try to seize motors and motorbikes while accomplishing high-speed chases and gun battles towards closely armed gangs. Down to number 12, we have Up. It's a pretty decent game and very entertaining, especially for Disney fans. The game is addictive and has good graphics, so if you're looking for a good Disney game, here's one of them. In addition, you will encounter exciting new environments as they navigate through treacherous jungle terrains, battle dangerous creatures, and trek the slippery slopes of the Amazonian temples. Overall, the game has great story, so definitely try it at least once.
Mr. Fredrickson, your house, it's floating away.
No, my house, it's floating away.
Moving right along to number 11 with WALL-E. Players control WALL-E for most of the game, moving the little robot through various environments, solving puzzles and defeating enemies. While the odds may be against him, WALL-E has a number of ways to help him get past these obstacles. In addition, WALL-E follows the plot of the movie, with Earth's population having evacuated the planet due to overwhelming levels of trash and other waste byproducts of humanity's consumer urge. At number 10, we have G-Force. The game follows Darwin, a crazy skilled member of an elite team of guinea pigs, with the occasional mole and housefly thrown in for good measure. The majority of G-Force's action revolves around a 3D platforming design, with a bit of basic Ratchet and Clank style weapon combat thrown in. In addition, levels are pretty straightforward in their design, but the designers try to shake things up with a few puzzle elements. Move on to number 9, we have Crash of the Titans. This is a beat-em-up game with platforming aspects in which the player controls Crash Bandicoot, whose main objective is to rescue his sister, Coco, and save his home on Wumpa Island from being destroyed by the main antagonist's gigantic robot. In each level, you have to complete fights against large groups of enemies and destroy them. Overall, this was a very popular game in its time, so if you like Bandicoot, then you definitely have to try this one. Down to number 8, we have Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. This is a game that was created by Konami and Kojima Productions. The game consists of 2 primary playing modes, Mission and Mother Base. Mission are the actual action sequences of the game, where the player must infiltrate an enemy territory, whereas Mother Base is a crew managing simulation mode similar to the Comrade system in Metal Gear Solid.
This is HQ.
This is Patrol. Contact lost. Going to alert status.
Understood. The enemy should still be
Moving right along to number 7 with Daxter. The role of Daxter and his role as a bug experimenter while he is searching for his friend Jack throughout the game's story. Combat in the game focuses mainly on melee. In each level you have several objectives to complete. There's the main objective that has been laid out for you, which might consist of killing enemies, destroying insect hives, or collecting objects. Daxter can perform double jumping and ledge grabbing. At number 6, we have Toy Story 3. This is an open-world sandbox-style environment where players can explore and play with the toys and collectibles any way they like. There are different missions for different toys, character customization, and more. This mode encourages and rewards the player for being creative. The story mode featured lots of action and adventure in the game where you control 3 characters, Woody, Buzz Lightyear, and each have their own skills. Down to number 5, we have Star Wars Lethal Alliance. The game takes place between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope, an era geeks dream about often. Only the game doesn't focus on the Jedi and their struggle against the Sith. The action plays out in the third person, with control of Rihanna. Lethal Alliance affords plenty opportunities to use it all. Most of the stages focus on action and obstacle navigation, much of which is fast-paced. At number 4, we have Indiana Jones. This is a historical fantasy video game published by LucasArts. The game takes place in 1939 and involves Indiana Jones searching for his former mentor Charles Kingston while competing with rival archaeologist Magnus Voller for the Staff of Moses. Your main objective is solve various types of mystery and fight with the enemies.
What have you done with Archie? There's gotta be something around here that'll lead me to Archie.
Moving right along to number 3 with Dbz Tenkaichi Tag Team. This is a 3D fighting game that plays more or less just the same as PS2 Tenkaichi games, except the battles can be done in 2v2 arena matches. You can customize characters as well as unlock way more past the base roster. The game has a story mode, survival mode, and a Battle 100 mode where players fight specific teams for points. Some of the game mechanics are actually improved from older Tenkaichi games. At number 2, we have Tomb Raider Anniversary. Like the original, Anniversary follows the same basic tale of Lara's hunt for the Scion of Atlantis as she does battle with conniving businesswoman Jacqueline Natlis and her various henchmen. You'll explore ancient tombs and forgotten cities in Peru, Greece, or Egypt. You'll also perform plenty of death-defying acrobatics as you work your way through massive, ancient, and often deadly puzzles. However, some control compromises and inconsistent performance issues put a small dent in the experience. Finally, at number 1, we have God of War: Chain of Olympus. The game opens in Attica, where Kratos helps defend the city against the impending Persian forces. Aside from it's the most impressive thing about the whole visual presentation. In addition, Chain of Olympus plays perfectly into the franchise's storyline and offers up the same level of intense action as its console counterparts. It's also the best looking title on the system, without question, engaging from start to finish. So that for today guys, if you feel this video helpful, then leave a like and don't forget to smash that subscribe button and turn on bell notification because we put out videos every week. Now either way, thanks for watching, we'll see you guys next time.